Hello friends, welcome back. So today we're going to do a show on Trump and what happened in 2016. I'm going to call this Force Quit. So anyway, let's clear the space and get to doing some card stuff here. Okay, thank you Spirit, Ascended Masters, Ancient, oh, what's the word? I want to say ancient aliens, and that's not what I want. Ancestors, departed loved ones. Thank you for clearing the space, being here with us, giving us these messages. Okay, anyway, so back in 2016, we kind of all know that Trump was going around and talking to all the world leaders, and he was kind of laying down the law and saying, okay, this is what's going to happen. We have all this evidence on you, and this is what's going to happen. And essentially, for my audience, what he did was he started a force quit. And he hit the button, and he said, force quit. And all of a sudden, all the programs started coming down, little by little. The smaller ones at first, and now the big ones are starting to come down. But that's what Trump did in 2016. He went out, and I believe he hit the force quit. And so we're going to do a reading on that and see what the cards want to say about that. I don't have to fit in. No, and he certainly didn't. And it was very dangerous for him to do those things that he did back in 2016 after he was elected the first time. So, yeah, that was the force quit. And we've been seeing the results of that slowly but surely. The other thing that happened at that time was Bitcoin came out, and that was part of the whole unraveling. I don't know if you watch Star Trek, but when Picard decided not to give them the program, the Borg, the program to shut down the Borg system, but instead they gave the idea of self. It was enough to destroy the Borg and splinter them and really do a lot of damage with just an idea. And so, I think this force quit is what happened. Alright, you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. I have said this to myself many times, so I'm sure you have too. It's like, no, this is the way I'm going. Nobody understands it, but it doesn't matter because I'm going there anyway. How great. Yeah, so let's learn about this Trump maneuver of setting up the system to be done. Force quit. We're not playing this game anymore. And the other thing he's doing is he's creating a big finale. He's bringing it to a big finale as he hits force quit. He's creating an ending. Letting go. Yeah, gotta let go of this stuff and let it just go. It needs to leave. It's old and stagnant. It no longer works. I don't think it ever did. It was all manipulation and crap. Yeah. Yeah, he's hitting force quit. He did already. And the programs are coming down. And things are becoming easier and easier to see. The decorations are falling, and all the sets are falling over. And we're seeing what's behind, you know, the structures of buildings. Take them down, and then you can see what's really there. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Yeah, physical activity. Get the blood pumping. Moving and grooving. All right, Green Witch, what do you have to tell us about our force quit? Summer, expansion and growth. Yeah, as things fall apart, other things are revealed and they can expand and grow now because they are in the light. Yeah, let's read about that. Summer. Expansion and growth. Summer is bursting with energy. The sun is high, the weather is warmer, and the nights are shorter. Summer brings increased growth for all living things. But all this energy and unrestricted growth can get out of hand. Increased growth means increased attention is required to manage your project so you can ensure everything unfolds properly. The summer card means that it's an optimal time for expansion, but it also tells you to keep an eye on the energies of your life so that you can stay focused and productive. If you don't tend to your garden, it will become overgrown and scraggly. Some endeavors will fail and others overshadow them, like a vine strangling a beautiful plant. What parts of your life can you expand to feel more fulfilled? Well, financially we are expanding, that's for sure. Bitcoin's up at like 95 pretty consistently, so that's nice. All right then. In the next Soul's Book of Answers for the Force Quit, step toward expressing your real nature. Everything that limits you, put aside. Yeah, and that country over there, that's what they need to do. They need to reveal themselves. Well, maybe they are, and maybe they're not good. Maybe they're not great. But anyway, the force quit of the world and the programs coming down. We are seeing who and how and what clearly now. The illusions of those so-called leaders, their meetings, their wars, all that crap. Yeah. Alright, so, about the force quit in 2016. What can you tell us, cards? The sun, yeah, hope, optimism, good stuff. Yeah, hope has been restored, and optimism is here now because it's not all doom and gloom. We're walking away from the crap. We are leaving the garbage behind. That's the goal. Seven of Wands is, standing your ground, yep, and saying, no more of this nonsense, this Satan material, cheating, lying, deceiving. It's time for the truth coming out. She coming out. Sometimes she come out and cut heads, because that's what she do. Queen of Swords, the Emperor, he is the master. All four kings. Mastery of the situation. And the Happy Squirrel. This isn't a tarot card, but it's in the deck. It is the Happy Squirrel, meaning good times, good things. This is a positive reading because of the Happy Squirrel. It's, a good card. I could read it to you, I suppose. Anyway, Queen of Wands. So sexy, all things to all people. Entrepreneurial, but magnetic. Intuitive. Eight of Pentacles. The environment is doing the work. So, yeah, we are removing these programs. We are pulling everything down. Knight of Cups, inconsistent, fits and starts. We do things and then they kind of, something else happens, and then we do things and something else happens. Sometimes when you unravel something, it doesn't always go the way that you predicted, and there are side trips and other things that develop, and so, therefore, in and out, inconsistent energy. Ten of Wands, a burden or a harvest. Both. As we walk away from the programming and walk away from the deception and walk away from the lies and all the illusions, and drop that burden, we are picking up the burden of a harvest. We are gaining our realm back. We are gaining our environment and the way we live and how we are and who we are. We are gaining that as we rid ourselves of the burden of what has become of this realm. Exciting reading. Yeah. So as the force quit happens and the programs come down, we are happy squirrels. We're finding our nuts. We are finding our harvest. We are finding ourselves. We're doing the work. We're doing some of that, shadow work too. But we are cutting heads. We're getting it done. We're standing our ground. There is hope. We're leaving the other crap behind. Done. And we have mastery. Okay, Lenormand, a woman. Yeah, feminine energy is rising up too. We are becoming more compassionate people. And children. Yeah, and it'll be safe for children. And we can have better education, and we can help children be better. It's time to cut the dead wood. Clean up the garden. Let things grow. Yeah, very consistent with the message here. Consistent cards. So, I do believe that Trump came in 2016 and he went around and he said force quit and the programs are going down. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing work, we're seeing, inconsistent energy, but we're getting it done. And this card goes both ways. It really does. It really shows us that, when you get rid of the crap, there's beautiful things underneath it. And that you can have so much value if you just remove all of the detritus that is, in the way. Nothing is yet set in stone. Right, because we're doing it, piece by piece. When this starts, you show up, and then, things, smaller programs fall, and when they fall, other things have to surface. There's an empty space. So, mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone. I know that the best will unfold for me. Yeah. You're meandering toward your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure that you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. Yeah, rebuilding the world. In astrology, there are three so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's an opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Well, that's great. Yeah, think about what you want, because we are rebuilding the world. Because Trump hit the force quit, we are able to have so much more freedom in our choices. And there's so many other things that are happening because he said, no more, we're not doing this anymore. And he hit force quit. And that's it. It all started unfolding. And it's been, what, almost 10 years. 16, yeah, almost 8 years. Okay, Gazelle. Oh, nice card. Nice card. Perfect for this reading. Fast movement. Agility. Ease. Fast movement. Gazelle. Just went past it. Heightened awareness and ability. Vulnerability. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amidst sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hypervigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the world. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Yeah, didn't we have to pay attention? Stay on your path. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, and artistic. Out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, and a racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, good food. Great card. These are the good things in life that we are going to enjoy more and more and more and more and more and often. You know, it's like so many good days in a row. Just so many good days in a row. There's optimism and hope. The storm is over and now the sun is coming out. We're able to walk away from that satanic world that is cruel and dysfunctional on purpose. We're standing our ground and saying, no, we want something better for ourselves. We're cutting heads. We're the master of our destiny. The happy squirrel showed up for us. The Queen of Wands is entrepreneurial, sexy. She is intuitive. She is all things to all people. That's how we see ourselves. Just overflowing with gifts and intelligence and beauty. Eight of Pentacles is doing the work, and that's the environment. Everyone in the world is doing the work. We're all working to make it better. We all have a different view, and we're all special, and we all have magnificent ideas, and we can share them all and have a great world. Like, I was doing those monthly readings, and now this woman with 300,000 subscribers decides to take my idea and run with it. And she's so fabulous at that. She is so fabulous at doing personal readings. So I'm very excited that we're all doing the work. I'm doing some work, and she said, hey, she's got a good idea. I'm going to, do that. And then there you go. The work gets done. And I can go move on to something else. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. There he is, in and out. But he's bringing in good things. He's bringing in his heart. And, he's not real good at this yet. He has to work at it, but little by little we're getting better and stronger. And the Ten of Wands, this is a harvest. Remember that when all the crap goes away and we clean away all the dead stuff, we find beauty and wonder and fabulous things underneath. And that's the harvest. So, it's both. It's both. Anyway. Great reading today. Thank you for listening. I think these are important things that need to be said and ideas that need to be out there in the world. So that's why I'm doing them. All right. Anyway, thanks. Like, share, and subscribe if you will. Okay. I'll see you around.